in David Boyle and I'm quitting alcohol. So Melbourne's lockdown has been extended for another 2 weeks, which makes it a month. It's crazy how they need another lockdown after we beat COVID last year. Remember we spent like 7 months in lockdown last year and we beat COVID? We got it back down to 0. We won. I remember everyone was celebrating in the streets. We beat COVID last year. Why is Melbourne back in lockdown now? How did it even come back again after Melbourne completely fucking smashed it? I remember the cunts came out and said, congratulations, we won. We beat COVID. We're down to 0. It's been 0 for fucking like a month now. We win. Give yourselves a big pat on the back, Victoria, because we won. And there's been 4 more lockdowns since then. So Victoria just keeps on winning. I would be losing my fucking mind if I was there. I would have really struggled to even do 1 more week of fucking lockdown in Melbourne. That was another reason why I wanted to get the fuck out. Like, we're probably going into lockdown here again pretty soon, but I don't give a fuck. I can do a lockdown here. That will protect me from getting fucking diarrhea again anyway. But those Melbourne lockdowns, they hurt. The Sydney ones too. Sydney are in their 8th week of lockdowns. Can you imagine this? Is anywhere in the world still locking down besides Australia? Is any other country fucking dumb enough to try and get it down to 0? To keep a virus that spreads like the flu down to 0? Is any other country that dumb? But yes, Sydney has been locked down for 8 weeks, which is nothing. That's nothing, Sydney. Tack on another 4 months and then I'll start listening to your problems. Before I left to come to India, I spent 2 weeks in Sydney doing gigs and I was doing some vaccine material that was killing in Melbourne because we had just come out of a 7-month fucking lockdown, 3 or 4 months hardcore 23-hour day lockdown. And when we beat COVID and they let us out of the house again, I started doing this material and it was working well because the people of Victoria were very fucking bitter about the lockdowns. And then I went to Sydney and I took the same fucking material to Sydney, who had like 4 weeks lockdown last year and then a fucking party for 9 months. I took that material to Sydney and it was not greeted with open arms. The opening line of the bit was, fuck you, I'm not taking the fucking vaccine. And every time I did that in Sydney, I'd have some cunt yell out and then I'd get into some fucking debate about shut up, Sydney. Sydney's attitude at the time was just like, hey, we've just got to do whatever we need to do to get over COVID. We have to. It doesn't matter what sacrifices need to be made. We all need to band together and help one another. Yeah, you were saying that because you had never been in a fucking lockdown. You had a party for 9 months and you had a couple of weeks off. Now you're in full fucking lockdown. No one wants to get the fucking vaccine and everyone wants out. They've had to deploy the fucking army in Sydney to keep people inside. What happened to, hey, we all have to sacrifice? Where is your humanity? But the optics of Australia at the moment for an outside observer is not good. The people of Australia can't leave the country. They haven't been able to leave the country for almost 2 years now. A series of continuous fucking lockdowns, the world's strictest lockdowns, just perpetual fucking lockdowns. And now the army is in the street to make sure cunts don't leave their fucking house. Like, at what point do you start going, this isn't good. Whatever this is, it's not good. Like, I don't know where the line is for people where they go, all right, that's enough of this shit. It blows me away and I'm glad I got the fuck out and I'm not coming back until some sort of fucking order is restored. I'm not going back and putting myself in a fucking jail. I can tell you this right now. It is fucking infinitely better to have all your freedoms and in the back of your mind be a little bit worried about COVID. Like in India, it's still raging in India. Everyone's out. Everyone's just living their fucking life. Yeah, we'll go back into lockdown, but at the moment, it's raging and everyone's just living their life happily. It's much better to live like that than give up all your freedoms for some sort of like no COVID fantasy. Because COVID is not going away. It's here now, forever. It doesn't matter if 100% of the population gets vaccinated. It's here now. We're going to have to live with it. Anyway, it just fucking annoys me so much because that was the deal last year. That's what they came on the TV and said every fucking night for 7 months. We're going to work through this. We need you to sacrifice. We know it's going to be a hard time, but we're going to get through this. We're going to get it down to 0, and then life will return to normal, you fucking lying cunts. There's no fucking normal anymore. It's done. Normal is the carrot on the end of the fucking stick that they use to make you go in the direction they want. Nothing is ever going back to normal. And even if it starts getting close to normal, if it starts getting too normal, something's going to happen. Trust me, they're never going to let it go back to normal. Once you've fully accepted that, then you can start finding some workarounds. Anyway, let's just fucking move on. It's meant to be Ask Boyle now, but you know what? I'm going to do Ask Boyle tomorrow because I don't feel like changing gears and trying to be fucking funny now. Because the Ask Boyle this week is kind of funny and I don't really fucking feel like it, alright? I'll just bring the fucking funny tomorrow, alright? I'm too worked up. So yeah, that will do for tonight and I'll see you the fuck later.